I'm a huge fan of Screenflow. Now, I'll warn you, it's only for Mac currently. So if you have PCs, you're gonna have to go with something else, but Screenflow is my go-to video editor of choice. I've used Camtasia, and some aspects of it I like, and some aspects, there are a few features that are actually better than Screenflow, but overall, total package, Screenflow is the way to go. Trust me on this one if you're a Mac user. So let me show you a few quick tricks, tips that I use while I'm creating videos. I pretty much use these on just about every video, so these fundamentals are good to know. So I just got done creating a video, and the first thing, of course, I started talking and walked away, came back. But the power of movie magic, once the final video is created, you'll never see that. So the first thing, obviously, I want to do is cut it out. And real simple trick, you just type the letter O and then Command Delete, and very quickly gets rid of all that extra stuff. And you do the same thing on the back, except without the letter O, you do the letter I, Command Delete. Now that might be a little tricky to remember, but well, once you remember it, it becomes second nature and you quickly get the hang of it. So again, I would do that with all of these little cutouts. So you can see I had to walk away there because my furnace kicked on, which is the next little trick I wanted to show you. You click here, you go to Audio, and you do Remove Background Noise. And that, my friends, it's amazing how well this works. Your voice still sounds really good, but that little humming in the background just really goes away just with the click of a mouse. So if you have a really cheap microphone and has that little humming, this can really help do the trick. Now, I use a pretty good microphone, so I don't really have that issue. But whenever my heater kicks on halfway through a video, I used to get so angry and upset and have to stop and wait for it, but no longer with Screenflow. I just click that little button there. So the next little trick is this little video. So I recorded my screen and also myself at the same time. So if I zoom over, in the beginning, I want to show just me talking. So I'll scroll over. So this is, I can just scroll over and see the part where I finally started showing my screen, which was right around there. So at this point of the video, I want to split this clip. So all I do is double tap, split clip. Now I want to go back to the original version and make this full screen. So all I have to do is just kind of mouse it up and fit the screen. So that's nice 1080p video going right there. So that's how the video starts, is just me yakking away. So that's where the beginning of the video starts. But then I make the transition into this part. Now I accidentally, you'll see here, accidentally had this part of the video, which is not what I wanted, but that's okay. Let's see, I started right there. See what I did there, just so I could do this quick and easy in one take. I knew I screwed up, so instead of keep on yakking, I paused, and then this is where the part starts. So again, I will split clip, and I want to, and actually I should split this bottom part too. Oops, no, I don't want to do that. And it's cool, like when you drag over, it kind of connects, it kind of snaps into place, which is a nice little feature. Split clip. I'm not doing this, for some reason it's giving that error. Okay, it doesn't matter. So this part I want to get rid of. So all I have to do again is, there's two ways. I could just delete this and drag both of them over, but a better solution is to use that I and O again. So I hit I where I want to start the deletion, and then I snap it over to the right, and hit O. I really didn't have to do this part. I kind of screwed up, but that's okay. Command delete, gone. So now I have the beginning where I'm yakking away. Then it transitions into where I'm showing my screen. Now this is a little bit big. So what I like to do, you don't have to do this, but I like to have my face while I'm showing my screen. Just a personal preference of mine. I think it just adds a little bit that people can actually see me talking while I'm doing the video. So the way I do that, I click there, and actually, I think at the end do I? Yeah, so you have to, a little advanced trick, you have to make sure if you do go back to where you're talking back at the screen, which is what I usually do at the end, you should split the clip again. And I'll have to delete something a little bit later, but that's okay. Split clip. So it's really this section here that I'm showing the screen the whole time, I believe. Yeah. So I'm talking about creating a logo. All right, so back to what I was saying. I want to show me here. Now, this is a little bit big, so what I do is I hold the control button down, and while I do that, I kind of position into place so it's just my head, like so. And then the next step is I hold the shift key down and I kind of make it a little bit smaller. If you don't hold the shift key down, it's gonna scrunch up the sizing and it's not gonna look good. So I don't get real precise. I used to be a perfectionist and make it 25% every time, but I just kind of scrunch it down to wherever it looks right. And then I can drag this wherever I want. So I always stick in this bottom left corner because most of the time when I'm showing my screen, the bottom left corner is really not very intrusive. So now, and I'll just play a little bit. If you've seen any of my videos, this probably looks familiar. But I'm showing the screen and I'm also showing a little picture of myself. So that is another trick. And I won't spare you all the details, but then I end up deleting some pauses. Like I know I need to go, I pause there, so I need to delete this section. And with one little quirk, you can see this line is all straightforward where it used to be before. That's just a little Screenflow bug that they haven't quite worked out yet. Usually if you kind of zoom in and out, eventually, yeah, you can see it kind of goes back. But it's easy to see your pauses if you just look at this right here. So I'll know I need to go in there and delete these. I guess I can just hit I again. I walked away because the heater kicked on. And O, command delete, and that's taken care of. So that, again, that's the preferred way to delete stuff because it then everything to the right gets automatically moved over. So you can see I could do this very quickly if I'm not talking and explaining at the same time. It only takes me a few minutes to go through this editing process. I like to do things in one take, which may or may not be a good thing, but that's just my process. And if I screw up, if I stumble, then that's where I just pause. That way I know I need to delete it and pick up from where I left off. I think it's a lot faster than having to start all the way over, which is just crazy, and nobody has time for that. So that's my process. The one last little feature, just kind of a bonus feature about Screenflow that's awesome. So the one issue that you may see complaints about is it takes a long time to export the video. Like this video here might take half hour or an hour, even though it's just a 5-minute video. But what I do is I'll create a few different videos and then I'll go to File, Batch Export. This is an awesome feature that Screenflow has. So if I create 3-4 videos or even one video, right before I go to bed, I'll just leave my computer on, do batch export, and it will go through the whole process of batching up and creating all of those videos. So it really only takes me a couple seconds. I used to like using QuickTime to edit my videos because it was very fast. This 4.5 minute video would only take a few minutes, but with this feature that Screenflow has of the batch export, all I can do is when I'm not going to be around my computer, I'll just batch export and let those videos process while I'm away doing something. So my computer might be working away all night, but while I'm sleeping, but because of the batch export, it can do all of those. So this is my little walkthrough of Screenflow and my process. Again, if you're a Mac user, I love Screenflow. It makes things super easy. A lot of the things I showed you, you can do on Camtasia or other software. I don't know any other software that has the batch export feature that I just showed you. That's pretty unique to Screenflow. Again, there might be one out there, but to my knowledge, I haven't seen one, but again, there might be. But Screenflow, you can usually find it for, I think it retails for $100, but you can often get coupons. They run promotions. I think I paid $60, $70 for mine, which has been more than worth it.